I cheated on my wife after she cheated first. I, 30 meters, have been married to my 29 FY for 3 years. Everything was going great, we were even discussing having a child. That was until one night my neighbor knocked on my door and told me my wife was having an affair with a friend of his and another guy. I was completely heartbroken. My sister had recently passed away, so this made my life even worse. She said she was having a girls' slumber party, which is why she wasn't there that night. It all made sense. She came home the next morning, and I immediately asked her if this was true. To my surprise, she confessed. She told me it was because I had been so depressed and didn't spend time with her as much as usual because of my sister's passing. I told her she was sick and that our marriage was over. She spent the next hour and a half convincing me to give her another chance and go to marriage counseling with her. I for some reason agreed, and for the next couple of months, things were getting better between us. That was until my neighbor texted me saying his friend took my wife to a party that he went to. Right as I thought things were going back to normal, it turns out they weren't. My first idea was to just divorce her and never talk to her again. But then I had another idea. Her sister and I were friends, and it just so happens she was single. I talked to her about what happened and she was very supportive and would often call and check on me. One night she's going on another girl's night and she asks me if I want to grab a bite to eat with her. We have a very good time and then she invites me over to her place. You know what happens next? I felt great after it and we agreed to stay in touch. A few days later she asks me why I won't just divorce my wife, and I tell her I want her to know what it's like to be cheated on. She's cool with that, and whenever my wife went on girls' nights I'd go over to her place and have fun. Eventually, our F-buddy's relationship turns into a full-blown romantic one, and suddenly I realize I found the true love of my life. 2 months ago she calls me saying she's pregnant. It was by far the best moment of my life. I told my wife about this about 3 weeks ago, and she had a complete mental breakdown saying that she did nothing wrong and I was a horrible person. I filed for divorce and am now living with her sister. I can't wait for my first child to be born and hopefully someday get married again.